I'm gonna give everybody a little history lesson on why I think Zmijanic should be out of there. It ain't just about football and all them little whippios that he got that don't nobody. I mean, you get old and tired of because he don't win no gold. But back when I was going to school, coming from the middle school to the high school was a big deal. You know, everybody want to get to that big old building that's sitting up there. And I was pretty excited about it. You know, wasn't the best kid, but I was pretty excited about it. Just lost my father at the time. And so football is Aliquippa like everybody else knows. So the ninth grade, you know, that's when you start into the high school, you know. So my first day of school, all the other classes went smooth until I got to Zmijanic's class, which he was I think the English teacher at the time. So I sat with my peers like everybody do. And then before everybody even got settled, he was like, ask you sit right here. So I was like, dang, like I don't know. So I sat like right in front of his desk. And then I like twisted my face up because I felt some type of way. And he was like, you know what? Matter of fact, go upstairs. I'm like, go upstairs. I'm thinking like he's sending me to the office, but I'm thinking like every office that I ever knew was like down. So I went upstairs to the room he told me to, and it was Mr. Casoli's room upstairs. Man, anybody in my classroom did remember that. I got kicked out of his class the very first day. Never seen me again. But he sent me, when I got up to the classroom, he must have called up to Mr. Casoli, because when I got there, Mr. Casoli told me where to go, and it was a closet. It was a closet with all these books in it. It separated from the classroom. And so I looked in there, and there was a desk in there, and I sat down, and I'm like, whoa, this ain't no office. And I said, I got up, and I left, and I walked out of the room, and I looked at Mr. Gasol, and I said, man, I ain't standing here. And I walked down the steps, and I found the office, and Mr. John Thomas was in there. So by the time I got down there, I don't know if they had already talked about it, but he sent me home. He was like, you know what, just go home for the day. Now, mind you, this dude is the football coach. Never been in his class again, so I never was in his class again, but that was my story with him. And so it wasn't all about Kazan's letter. Once he had them letters, I said he's not going to do to my son what he did to me or any inkling of that. So, man, dude ain't right, and a lot of people might have some good stories about him, but that's my story, and I held that all my life, because when he sent me home, my mom was working. I didn't go home, and I wasn't in trouble. But why did you go? John Thomas, you alive? You answer it. And all the other people that know, dude is wicked and shave his mustache and his hair, and you'll see the little chicken that he is.